Hey Scrappers, it's Vanessa here, and today I have a layout for Follow a Sketch for February, and I'm using the sketch from day 14, which is from Rochelle Spears, I believe, is what it said. And so you'll see that pop up here in the corner in just a moment. And I'm also playing with my How to Kill a Kit with Style. So I am using a kit that I put together and then playing along with that sketch. So you saw I had a background pattern paper, and I did put a little bit of stenciling with some evergreen bough distress oxide, and then I added some splatters with some distress stain. And I set that off to the side to dry. So that's going to be my background. And I did gut one of the pattern papers that had a diagonal multicolored stripe. That is going to frame my layout. So while my papers are off to the side and drying, I am going to go ahead here and back my photos. So a lot of these photos, or a lot of these papers, I should say, are from a very old collection. I forget what it was called. But they're from a really old My Mind's Eye collection, I think it was. I can't see what it says on the lime something. Lime something. I can't remember, but if you want to see what was in my kit, you can check out the video at the beginning of January. Lime Twist, I think that was it. So I'm just going to take all of these pattern papers and layer them up. I'm basically creating those strips of pattern paper that go in the background of the sketch. I have 3 photos, so I am playing along with that. However, I am going to turn the sketch so that those 3 pattern papers are now going horizontally, and my photos are going vertical. And so that's what you see me doing here. I'm kind of just laying out how it's going to look while I'm waiting for my background to dry. I do end up, I think, off camera cutting down those 3 pattern papers because they were a little large. I cut them bigger than I needed because I hadn't figured out exactly how they were going to go. And so off camera, I do cut each one of these down just ever so slightly, and obviously they don't go off the page. But basically I'm going to show you here, I'm going to layer up and start to build my page. And then I will do the gluing and then the cutting of those papers off camera. Now, to represent that circle I had from my kit, I had found, this was actually from that same collection. There was this little die cut scalloped circle, and so I thought I'm going to use that, but because it's not as large, I'm going to cut it in half, and then rather than put it so it looks like it's all together, I actually did it put one down lower than the top. So you'll see that once I have everything back in frame and glued down. I do also have some of these chipboard. These are really old Heidi Swap arrows and hearts that you can add color in. It has a resist. So I did take some of that evergreen bough and I just put some ink on those. I'm going to use those on my page. So here you see I have everything glued down, and one of the part of the How to Kill a Kit with Style back in January was trying to use up alphas. Well, I had an old set of alphas and I took out all the words that I could actually still create, and then with what was left over I just used it as sort of like foam on the back of my photos to layer or give them some dimension on the page. So that was what I was showing you earlier. Once my photo's down, I'm going to work on my title, which is just going to be Game Time. And I did rip one of the letters, so I am fixing that. So I didn't cut anything out of this video, I just sped it up. I have been mostly creating videos where I'm actually just talking through while I'm creating the layout, but I decided to go for a voiceover for this one. And so I feel rusty doing a voiceover. It's horrible. I haven't done one in forever. It takes a lot more time to edit when I do a voiceover than it does if I just talk through my layout. So I think that's why I haven't decided to do one in a while. And so now coming back to it, oh man, it's hard to get back in the groove of talking while I'm going through and creating this. But basically, now that I have everything down for my title, I'm going to take all of the little embellishment pieces that I had off to the side that I pulled that I thought I might use on this page. And one of the focuses for this month is chipboard and stickers. So I had some sticker sheets, and I have all these chipboard, the birds, and all of the hearts and arrows all are from chipboard. So I'm definitely meeting the challenge of using those items up. So I'm just kind of creating my clusters. At this point, I'm not really sticking anymore to the sketch itself. I have the main elements there, so I definitely followed it for that. But I now have obviously three embellishment clusters. I would call it 3 embellishment clusters. So I did veer a little bit, but finishing touches for this, I'm just going to add some enamel dots here in a couple of spots on the layout. Don't forget to check down below. I have the link to the playlist for How to Kill a Kid with Style, as well as the link to the February Follow a Sketch. So you can check out what everybody's creating, all of the other sketches. Hopefully I'll get to play again with another sketch. I have another layout for How to Kill a Kid with Style, but it is not using a sketch. So yeah, check those out in the link below. Here are the still photos, and that is going to do it for this page. So with that, guys, I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.